Yo. Welcome back to another episode starring your boy El Quan and my brother $1 Million Mess. What's good, Brody?
What up, my G? How are you?
Ain't shit, I'm chilling. So on this episode right here, we're going to get right into it. We're going to be discussing the Tory Lanez situation. That's breaking news. Tory Lanez getting stabbed 14 times. We're going to talk about the NBA playoffs right now. Shit is real hot. Knicks is knocking them down. You know what I mean? We're gonna talk about Pdiddy's situation. He took trial yesterday, first day on the stand. That was pretty hot and intense, so we're gonna talk about that a little bit. But before we get into all that, let's jump right into it. Mess, what's good? How you feeling? How's your day going, buddy?
What's good? I'm chilling. I'm having a good day today. It's been gloomy and rainy for like 2 weeks. I don't know what's going on with the weather, so that should be kicking my ass. That shit sucks.
How was your weekend?
The weekend I had a good weekend. I had a good little weekend. I chilled with the fam. We did the Mother's Day thing, cooked and shit, had little gifts, we drunk. So yeah, this weekend pretty much I was just chilling and shit. How about you?
That's fire. My day going good, Brody. Chill right now. My weekend was pretty good. What I do this weekend? Chill with the fam for the most part. I took wifey out on Sunday. We did the Mother's Day vibe and all that. The shit was pretty cool. But yeah, I'm chilling, man. I'm ready to get right into it. All right, so we're gonna jump right into today's episode. We're gonna kick it off with Tory Lanez. Reportedly, he was stabbed 14 times in prison, California prison. What was it? 7 times to his back, 2 to his face, 2 to his head, 1 to his face, and I believe 2 to his torso. That was whoever did that was really trying to take him out. What you think about that, mess? What's going on with you?
Yeah, I'm wondering, like, damn, that shit sound like it was a hit. They was really trying to kill that.
Yeah, I seen something on the media with Whack 100 saying it was some Mexicans. I seen Whack saying it was some Mexicans. I don't really know how true that is. This just follows after him reporting last week that he was dropping an album this summer from prison. He posted a picture on Instagram last week of him in a yard with a couple of members. Yeah, man, that shit is crazy. They said he's in they said he it broke 2 lungs or something like that. It broke 2 lungs, but he is in stable condition.
Collapsed.
Yeah, collapsed. I'm sorry, collapsed 2 lungs, but he is in stable condition. But yeah, man, shouts out to Tory. Heart goes out to him. That's my dog. Yeah, I know that. Free Tory.
Right, free Tory.
It's crazy. I'm glad that shit didn't kill a nigga though, because that's crazy.
Yeah, I wanted what was the cause behind it? Like, was it a fight that ended up escalated, or somebody targeting him, or whatever the case might be? Because that's kind of...
Yeah, I don't even know. That shit could be a bunch of different things. 14 times is crazy. I ain't gonna front. 14 times sound like that was a hit. That's
you stabbed him in the head and the face.
And it was 7 to the back, so it sounded like you ran up on him.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that's why.
You must have ran up on him, and then the rest was like defense wounds or something.
Well, I've been stabbed 1 time, my nigga, like 1 time, and that shit is crazy. So to get stabbed 14 times is nothing.
Yeah, that's wild. They said that happened around 7:20 last night. He was rushed to the hospital. The hospital was like an hour away from the prison. But update, he is in stable condition. He is talking. He is breathing. I really do want to know what happened with that situation. That shit's pretty crazy.
But I want to know the details of that one, because that's odd. That's crazy. And I wonder if he's on general population or if he's in PC.
Nah, he's probably... I don't really know. So what do you think? So like, so celebrities go on PC, or do they got like a special like prison for celebrities, or like a special like section for celebrities or high profile people? How does that work?
So it'd be like high profile cases, high profile people that's in the street that's in a big case sometimes, and it'd be definitely celebrities. But you just put on protected custody, and you're on a certain area in the jail where it's a little bit more safe for you, and they're watching you a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Watching you more than the regular inmates, and then general population is like that little small section of PC is like a very small section. And in general population, like a big ass section. You kind of free, you more doing what you want and being chilling with other inmates, and people are easy to get to you than it is when you in PC. So some people don't go to PC, like Kodak Black. You know what I'm saying? He didn't go. A couple niggas because they think they look like it's like you dog. If you
So you
look,
got the option pretty much. They allow you to go there, or
yeah, nine times out of 10, they gonna ask if you want to do PC. You know what I'm saying? If you a celebrity, they're gonna ask you. If
Where do
you,
you think Lil Durk is at?
I think he in PC,
You think
but he
PC?
might not be in PC because I was watching a whole little thing with them, and they had some dude named Loose Cannon from the Rolling 60s. He got a federal case on him with Big U, and they like kind of set Dirk up because like Dirk is not supposed to be using no type of phone or whatever.
Yeah.
And they did an interview with DJ Academics on the phone. So
Mhm.
Luke is in there. He's a gang member and he's not on PC, and he put Dirk on the phone. So if Dirk was on the phone, he might not be in PC. But the people feel like that's the reason why he got his bail revoked. He didn't get no bail because the nigga was in there using the phone.
Yeah, that's possible. Yeah, that's crazy. Man. Yeah, I don't know. If I was a celebrity, I think I'm going on PC my dance self.
I mean, and ain't no big thing. That's like you see what happened to Tory Lanez,
That's what I'm saying. Like, I ain't even trying to play this ego game. You know
right?
what I mean? I'm around a bunch of niggas that don't got what I got, that
Right.
want what I got.
See, it's 9 times out of 10 it starts off like this. First, that's why you gotta link up with some big homies. If you in PC, if you not going to PC, you going to GP, general population, you need to link up with the biggest of the biggest homie, right? Whether he, whether if he's Crip or Blood, you're gonna have to be sending it in, but you're gonna be doing it in a more friendlier way, more friendlier, genuine way. You sending it in, meaning like, yo, you good? I got you. Whatever you need, let me know. Da, 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 da. Rather than niggas pressing you and be like, yo, you gotta send that in, or the niggas adopting you to their game. You know what I mean? Like you automatically with us type shit, and you gotta feed the homies. So it could have easily been like they wanted him to do something, he wasn't with it, and they called him slipping type shit. Or like I said, it could have been a target. He could have been a target, but yeah, either way, that shit is crazy. And then you be thinking, you be like, where the COs be at?
That's what I'm saying. Like, well, they said it happened in the yard though, so you know what I mean. The yard is big.
Yeah, it take a lot of time for them to get to you. You know what I'm saying? In that yard, that shit is a little minute. You know what I mean? But another thing is like, what kind of you should have been more out. You as a high profile person, celebrity, you should have definitely been on more point. And who you rolling with? You know what I mean? Who you with? For you to feel like you just in a yard just chilling like that, you had to be with some homies. I see him taking
took a picture of them dudes last week.
Right, that's what I said. I see him taking pictures with people, and ain't nobody they ain't watching your back like that. You know what I mean? Should have been way more.
They got close.
Yeah, real 14 times crazy. You could have killed your ass. That would have been. It would have been crazy if it was a different story and we hear him about him dying in prison. That would have been wild.
So when I first seen it, it said critical condition. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to search it up. I'm like, damn, critical condition. What happened? Like 14 times.
Yeah, they had
collapse and shit.
Yeah, because they had to hook him up to a machine, right? A breathing. That's why condition, because he needed some type of life support, something to help him continue to live. But yeah, that's crazy. It's good that he all right, man. Shouts out to Tory Lanez, man, for real.
Word up. Free Tory, man. Free Tory.
But ain't no free Tory.
Jumping into this Pdiddy situation. So we all know Pdiddy took the trial yesterday. Opening statement was pretty raw. Prosecutors had a lot to say about Pdiddy's 20-year run in the music industry. They kicked it off pretty raw, like I said. Everybody knows Pdiddy of, his career and everything he done did for the game for the last 20 plus years. Prosecutors really try to draw into the negative and what was he doing behind the scenes and all of this other shit as to what happened in those 20 years. So, like I said, trial first day stand was pretty crazy. There was 2 witnesses in the stand that took stand yesterday. One witness was the security guard that responded to the Cassie fight when they had at the hotel.
Yeah.
And then the other witness was, if I'm not mistaken,
One of the escorts.
the escort. Somebody that was paid. Diddy allegedly paid him to have sex with Cassie or piss in her mouth, rather, which is pretty crazy.
Yo, that is wild. That's what I'm gonna ask you. I'm like, do you think this nigga is guilty or innocent? Do you think he's not guilty? I'm want your like real answer. Do you feel like he did what he's accused of? Do you feel like he should go to jail, or do you feel like
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, right? I didn't hear every little charge she was up against and all of the allegations from what I did see. I believe he did a lot of this shit. Also believe a lot of it was consensual. I also believe a lot of these people wanted to be around Diddy. They wanted to participate in his antics, and he just took it to the extreme. You know what I mean? I don't
like that answer. That's a
Yeah, I
good.
don't believe nobody was really probably forced against their will. I believe everybody was at these events on their own willing. Yeah, there was probably drugs being passed around. We all know what happens when you get on drugs, you know what I mean? But I don't believe that a lot of this was unwillingly being done.
So what I would say about that, I would say like the drugs being involved, that's an issue. You know what I mean? Because you got people under an influence. You know what I'm saying? Some people knew they was, and some people didn't. And then the whole thing was,
Allegedly didn't know.
huh?
Allegedly didn't know because a lot of
Allegedly.
the time, a lot of people were saying that these drugs were being passed out at these
Right.
events.
Okay. Right. Another thing is certain things was done not willingly because I think it was the escort or one of the people on the court. They was like that. What? Like if she didn't want to do it, like she vomited because she was disgusted, or the drugs or whatever the case might be, and he was like, "Do it again, do it again." And obviously, she didn't want to do it. And a lot of things that Cassie had to do, she didn't really want, but she did it like because after she didn't want to do something, like he'll beat her type shit.
Yeah, and that's what they're saying that the fight that happened in the hotel, they were saying that fight transpired from her trying to escape one of these freak off situations.
Right.
You know, but then that's what the prosecutors on Diddy's defense is saying that it was just a failed relationship going bad, and we just seen the wits end of it.
So now, do I think Cassie's fully innocent? No,
Hell no.
I
Nah,
don't
she had a lot to do with that shit.
Cassie. I don't think she's fully innocent, but I do. It's like it's deeper when it comes to like abuse and control over women. It's way deeper than that. You know what I mean? Like you get into their psyche, their mentality, and whatever the case might be. Now, do I think she did a lot of things off of just having fun, her being on drugs and stuff like that? Yeah. But do I think that she did a lot of things that she didn't want to do either against her will, or she just didn't want to do a period? Yes, I also think that too because she was in love with a man supposedly, and she was willing to do whatever she would do for him just to keep him happy, type shit.
And that's what it probably could have was though. Like I don't feel like it was anything more than what you just said, doing it to make him feel happy. So like she felt like she probably didn't want to do it, but she was doing it because she loved the nigga.
Right.
So how's he wrong? You know what I mean? For being how he is, and she's just loving him and willing to do whatever to prove her love for him.
Well, he's wrong because he's manipulative and he has money, and he just like he was just on some crazy shit. That nigga was really on some crazy shit, my nigga, like some real possessive crazy shit. Like
Yeah, there was a lot of allegations,
that's why I believe I believe a lot of that shit. I believe he was a wicked ass nigga. That's just it. That's
I believe it too.
yeah, that's the real full thing of it. It's like is he a good person or a bad person? This nigga was a horrible person, you feel me?
I think people just wanted to be around him. I think people did these things to just say they was in the presence of Diddy.
Of course. And now, are they wrong for that? Yes.
Yeah.
Because you know what's going on, nigga. You know you're being manipulated. You know this about money. He might consign you to a deal. He might get you on camera. He might get you lit a little bit, but you still participating in these things that's not right. So yeah, of course they're wrong, but him and all, like I just think he's just a twisted individual. That's what I would say. Just like enough was seeing him beat Cassie in that video. That was enough for me.
Yeah. So when they brought the video up in court, because you know one of Diddy's lawyers is Brian Steele. That's a big time lawyer. He started instantly, once they seen the video, he started instantly drilling the witness, the security guard, pretty much saying, you said all of this happened now, but 9 years ago when the event took place and you made these reports about it, you can't put none of that in the report. He said yesterday that he got off the elevator, he seen Cassie had a black eye.
Because this is where it gets tricky at. Where it gets tricky because, all right, you trying to tell the truth now, but you obviously was paid not to tell the truth before.
Exactly. So that's what Brian Steele was getting at. Brian Steele was getting at.
That's why. Ooh, that's a good lawyer right there. That's why
he hit him with it because he said pretty much Diddy offered to pay him at the time to, and this is what Diddy admitted pretty much, like he didn't want this type of shit getting out there. You get what I'm saying? So the security guard allegedly denied the money. And you denied the money, but also wrote in report nothing that would stipulate that there was even a fight that broke out here.
So there's a thing like, all right, if the nigga denied the money, right? And 9 times out of 10, when you deny money from a celebrity trying to give you money so they can take care of something, the second thing is what? They're gonna threaten to kill you or unalive your ass. You feel me? And you never know if he was feeling that way in the first place. The nigga was probably like, I don't know what this man's capable of doing to me. You know what I'm saying? So he could have easily, I'm just taking his offense, maybe like just the reason why he didn't put nothing on a report, because he probably could have either got threatened, you know what I mean? Like whatever, or he was scared for his life, feeling like if he did say something to him, that he would probably like get him killed. You know
why
what I mean?
He not scared now, 9 years later?
Because the main person who's you accusing of doing this or whatever the case might be is in jail. So it's like, really, you can't really do too much to me.
You think he took that money?
He said he didn't, though. Allegedly,
he didn't. I think that nigga took the money. He wrote up a bullshit ass report as to what happened. Nigga don't got the money no more. You know, and now he's trying to.
See, that's why this case is so crazy, right?
Yeah.
You got people was playing dirty too.
Yeah.
Also trying to do the right thing. You feel me? So it's like you're trying to do the right thing by going on the stand and helping these people like Cassie and whoever else. You're trying to help them out and do the right thing and tell the truth of what happened, right? But you're not telling the full truth, and that's what's gonna mess them up.
Yeah.
You did get paid. You need to say that. You feel me? Real talk, because it's just like Diddy. He like, if Diddy be like, yeah, we did pay him. Diddy's on some shit with like, yo, you gotta say that you paid them so we can get more out of this dude. You feel me?
Yeah.
And Diddy don't want to say that, but you have to, so that way Brian still can ask you why you didn't say this allegedly before. And they know 9 times out of 10, if you ain't bring it up in no type of report saying that you got paid or whatever, you ain't gonna say it now.
Right.
You're gonna carry that to the grave.
Right.
It's gonna mess you up in your story.
Right.
Because now you gotta lie around that shit.
They're gonna make that your whole fucking testimony admissible.
Your whole alibi testimony, whatever, is gonna screw it up because there's a piece in there that is glitched because you don't want to talk about it. You know what I mean? So like now it just makes it, but that's with a lot of people. You know, a lot of people. That's probably with a lot of witnesses. All right, yeah, I'm gonna tell the truth, but easy could be like, was this you in this video right here?
Yep.
Oh shit. All right, nah, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
That's how he fighting. He fighting dirty. Diddy and his lawyers, they playing dirty, but that's how you gotta play it though.
I don't know. This is gonna be a wild situation. I don't know if this is gonna go fast. Let's see. Last episode, I was saying like, I think it's gonna be a well drawn out trial, but the way it was going on yesterday, the way they was really Diddy's lawyers was really attacking the defense Whoa, that was pretty good. You know what I mean? So they're trying to just change it to where, yes, Diddy was wrong in situations, but they're trying to paint him to where he was just an aggressor in an aggressive situation.
They
You
also
know
try to
what I'm saying?
say like it was sex life, like it was just a lot of sex going on, and he was weird shit. This is why his daughters, I think daughters left the courtroom and shit like that after hearing certain shit.
Yeah.
They left the courtroom because now you gotta be on some shit where like I'm just a horny ass nigga. That was just it. You know what I mean? You gotta be like that, and then you gotta agree to a lot of them shits that was said.
That's a fact.
You gotta agree to a lot of that. So like people looking at you like, man, nigga, this is a freak ass nigga. You know what I mean?
They said these freak offs was lasting for days.
Yeah, he's wild. Like, how horny are you, bro? And the nigga was having escorts do whatever to his females, and he was sitting there jerking off. I'm thinking he's gay.
Yeah.
He's a little gay because like you're jerking off, called cuckolding. You know what I mean? So you're jerking off to your wife getting cuckold or your girl like getting
They
fucked.
said he paid an escort to fuck Cassie while he watched.
Yeah, he sat in the corner and recorded and jacked off and shit. That's what I'm saying. Like he's weird. If he win, you know, everybody gonna know what he did, you know. But I don't think niggas gonna fuck with him like that because the nigga's just a weirdo.
Yeah, nah. I don't know. You'd be surprised, bro. There's still a lot of there's a lot of people on Diddy's side right now, still in the celebrity day. Fans, everybody outside the courtroom. A lot of journalists were saying how there was a line at 6:00 in the morning of just the public, of journalists, everybody trying to get to the courtroom. There was a lot of free Diddy out there. There was a lot of free Puffy out there. You know what I mean? There was just a big, large gathering, still believing he's innocent. So I don't know. Like I said, innocent till proven guilty, brother.
Yo, people out there selling their spot in the line.
Yeah, I seen that too. Yeah.
Come up though, like nigga, you be out there 5 o'clock in the morning line, nigga, and I wait. Things get heated, and then you can sell your shit to a media person or whatever. That's crazy. That's a little high, whatever.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
wild.
man. That was a little bit of Diddy's trial. Like I said, opening statement was yesterday. It's gonna begin. Like I said, it was a pretty intense battle. Just want to see how this goes out, see how this plays out. Like I said, innocent till proven guilty. But yeah, let's jump into the NBA playoffs, man. So what's happening? You see New York in the building.
That's pretty fire. You seen the people outside? They was like, yo, if the Knicks win the finals, the police ain't gonna be able to stop them.
Yeah, I believe it. I believe it. I
Them
believe it.
New York Knicks is one of the most like you got aggressive fans, you got aggressive fans, you got violent fans, like you got fans like Oakland, Philly, they violent and shit like that, but ain't no fans like New York fans.
Yeah, nah,
They crazy, bro.
Yeah, nah, it's gonna be crazy. You get a
Yeah,
chance to watch that game last night?
yeah, I did. That was a good game right there. I did.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie though. Watching it, I was almost beginning to feel like Celtics was gonna get in their ass. You know what I mean? Jason Tatum, gotta give it to him. Boy was on fire.
Yeah, he had like 40 something points.
He had like 40, he had 43 points, I believe, or 42 points with like 6 or 7 threes.
Yeah, he had 7 threes. He was going crazy. The crazy thing is about nobody is supporting Cash ain't really doing too much. Like Jaylen Brown is the second best person on that team, and he ain't doing shit. That nigga's shooting percentage is ass.
Oh, he got like the highest, like the max contract with like 300 million or something like that.
I think he do got
304 million.
Yeah, because last year when they went to the finals, we all know who the best. No, I'm not. Okay, so right now we know who the best out of them two is Jason Tatum, right?
Right.
But before, like last year, you didn't know. You didn't know who was the best. It was like like that.
Yeah.
And last year, Jaylen Brown, he won the MVP finals. Mm-hmm. That's kind of I think what kind of got him his max deal too. But for you to be
contribute to his max deal.
Yeah, for you to get a max like that and whatever, and y'all want it, he playing ass. You feel me? So it's really showing like Jason Tatum really was that dude.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But he's probably just letting Jason Tatum get his shine right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can see it though. He don't got it. Like he not playing.
Yeah, he is a little rusty.
Yeah, I just think some of them be, if you're a professional player, so you got to you got to live different. Your whole lifestyle has to be different than the average person. You know what I'm saying? So you can't be drinking, can't be eating certain things, can't be having sex, can't be partying all night. So it just looks like he's not focused. Like he's not focused on his game. Like whatever he's doing is definitely altering his game because he's not playing like how he normally play.
That's
But
a
but your boy Jalen Bronson, my
I
nigga.
was just about to say, shouts out to that dude right there.
Yeah, that's
What was that? 39 points, 12 assists.
that's pretty incredible because like he the clutch player of the year too. And
Yeah,
incredible because
he
you didn't
carried that
see,
team.
you didn't see all this.
Yeah,
You didn't see all this. He really out there doing his thing. Like I said, like he really focused on the game. You could tell that nigga's practicing new moves in his repertoire. Niggas hitting that step back fadeaway
seen
mid.
that, right? You seen
Yeah,
that?
his body, he kind of big body for a short person. He's 6'2", and that's kind of like short in the NBA. You know what I mean? It's like average to be honest. 6'2", 6'3", like average for a point guard. That's good. But he out there playing real good. I like that. I like that. He's playing. That whole team is like, you know what I mean? That whole team is good.
That's a fact. Yo, what you think after seeing Tatum go down in the fourth? You think they're gonna? You think they're gonna be? You think he's not gonna be in the next game? You think he'll be in the next game?
I don't think that's like the real bad injury. And they said like
It'd be like an Achilles.
yeah, he was really hurt when it happened. Like how bad it was hurt. He couldn't
You
put
seen that? He couldn't move.
I think they said he was like tearing, crying a little bit type shit.
That shit looked crazy, and it's crazy because watching it happen, it didn't seem as bad as being on the court. You know what I mean? I know, like that shit hurt way more. You know what I mean? But
Yeah, facts. Then you just
that was crazy.
you trying to hold it together for the cameras and the people.
Well,
but they said as soon as he got to the fucking tunnel, they put him in a wheelchair. That's how bad. So if he got put in a wheelchair, my nigga, that's got to be bad. He got I think he get his MRIs, whatever how you say it. He get that today, and they gonna figure out how bad it is and severe it is.
Yo, if he ain't in that next game, bro,
oh, it's over.
It's over.
It's over.
There's no way.
They got one game. They got if the Knicks win this last game, series is over. Mm-hmm. But I think the Cleveland Cavaliers losing just like Celtics, the two biggest seeds on the East.
Yeah.
Number one was Cavs and two was Boston.
Yeah.
It's like
got them now.
Yeah, they get shot down real quick. That shit crazy.
Yeah, I'm excited to see where this shit goes.
Yeah, I'm excited too. About
6.
No, you wait. What would it be? It will be Knicks in 4, Knicks in 5 if they win this next game.
Knicks in 5, yep.
If they win this next game, it's Knicks in 5.
They definitely winning tomorrow, especially if Tatum's not in this motherfucker.
Word, I'm gonna watch that.
Yeah, let's do it. Chat what y'all think. I think the Knicks is taking it in the end. Let us know.
All right, let's segue to stay on the NBA real quick. A little quick topic. With Kenyon Martin and Nick Young. They damn near got into a fight on live. You know what I'm saying? Because
Nick Young wasn't hearing them.
Yeah, Kenyon Martin. I was always saying this about that show because I watched that show on a regular, and like he just be throwing me off. Like they need to kick his ass off the show because he just be.
You just put me on to that show. I ain't even really know about that show.
Yeah, it's a good show because Gil be knowing what he talking about. Gilbert Arenas know what he talking about. Rashad McKins be knowing what he's talking about. Kenyon Martin know what he talking about too because he in the NBA. But they got a good chemistry on their roster. Brandon Jennings,
yeah,
good. They got Nick Young, funny and cool, and him, what's his name? Gilbert Arenas got a good chemistry and shit. But who messes up the show for me? And I swear I've been watching this shit for a little minute. Is Kenyon Martin? Like he always like on some
arrogant shit.
Not even arrogant, just some tough guy. like some tough guy shit. Always like trying to be tough and like, man, like he got an old soul personality. You know,
That's why Nick wasn't even paying him no mind, and that's why he was getting tight. He like, yo, why you on your phone?
right. I would tell that nigga, yo, let's go around back, cause nigga, I don't know why you even talking to me like that. After the first time the nigga told me to shut the fuck up, I would have took it that first time, having consideration for the show. All right, you got it. But if he was like, no, shut the fuck up, talking to me like he my dad, nigga, I'd have been like, yo, we gotta go around back for real, for real. Cause I would have probably popped on him in the show, but
on the show, right? Yeah, he was kind of.
It's like fighting where it's like fighting animosity already, and you basically trying to bitch me. So the only way
on
get
that
out of this,
like live television.
yeah, you trying to, and he did that more than once. That's not the only time he bitch him on the show. He be bitching Gil, he be bitching Brandon, all of them. He just be straight bitching him. Like, shut the fuck up. Who you talking to? Like that nigga be wilding, bro. Like,
Yeah, I might check that shit out. I know, like you said, that's how he was in the league. You know what I mean? But
he had that. What's that? What did they call them? Enforcer type of attitude. So like, you know, whenever a team is going to do something, a nigga need an elbow real quick, or you need somebody, you about to get into a fight, though, Enforcer's always gonna be there. He was one of them. Yeah. Like he had a story on there where J.R. Smith pranked him, and he had the ball boy fill his car up with popcorn, right? So he went to his car.
Oh, yeah, those be like the rookie pranks, right?
So it was something like that.
Yeah.
He had the ball boy put popcorn in his shit, and then he went in the shit. He was like, yo, I need the cameras to figure out who did this shit. So they found out it was J.R. Smith. They put the ball boy to do it. And the nigga was like, I need to meet you in the locker room right now. We about to fight type shit. But the crazy thing about it is he was like, the ball boy was never meant to go back to that stadium ever again. And I'm like, damn, that's not even his fault, bro. You could tell the nigga was paid to do it. You know what I mean? Even though you do have a right to do something or not. But
but that ain't right though.
Yeah, that's not right. You got the nigga fired, nigga, and it's really J.R. Smith who put the nigga up to it. You feel me? That's fucked up.
And you getting kind of like told by J.R. Smith. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Like beat him up or something. You feel me? Or something like that. Dude. That was some real foul shit. But that's what kind of like
it speaks to his character.
Yeah, it rubbed me the wrong way. He kind of gave me like sassy type mom. He lived with his mom too much. I don't like his attitude.
Nigga giving bitch.
Yeah, it's kind of definitely.
Word. But what we jumping into next, brother? What we got for us?
This gonna be a little quick, and then we're gonna get into DJ Academics. Quick little thing about Lil Wayne and his fiance. The dude Lil Wayne kicked his fiance out, and I'm not sure if it's their child or her child. Kicked her out too on Mother's Day. That's crazy.
Wait, Lil Wayne kicked the mother of his child out.
Wait. The mother of his child, his fiance.
His fiance.
But I'm not sure if that kid is the mother of the child or
kicked her out for what? What happened?
I don't know. They must have got into a little argument or something or had a disagreement or whatever, but he kicked her out. But kicked her out on Mother's Day is wild.
I mean, there got to be a reason. It got to be a good fucking reason. You know what I mean? Like, because like I ain't the person that's gonna wait until the day over either.
No, I feel
shit going on today. Then we gotta address this shit today. Fuck the occasion. You know?
That's why that's a good discussion, because it's like do you have consideration for it being Mother's Day?
I don't have no consideration for it being Mother's Day because
depending on what you did.
It depends on what you did. You know what I mean? Like if it's something that's been like, so like if they've been like arguing back and forth for a while and you know he just wanted to like end things off or whatever, then yeah, well you're gonna do it on Mother's Day. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But if something happened on Mother's Day that striked me to want to kick you out on Mother's Day, then obviously the day has nothing to do with it. You know what I mean? Like we can't just dim the light because it's Mother's Day.
Well, what I would say about that, that's an unfortunate situation.
Yeah, I want to know what the fuck happened. Why she get kicked out?
Yeah, I gotta do a little bit more research about that too. But it's just crazy. It's just crazy that whatever you did must have been bad for you to get kicked out on Mother's Day, and your kid must have been that bad.
And the kid.
Yeah, It must have been.
Oh, so yeah, that was wrong.
And even if it's his kid too, that's even more crazy. What the hell did you do to that man?
On Mother's Day. Yeah, nah, whatever he was thinking, I definitely wasn't thinking about the occasion. So that shit must have been some real deal shit.
No,
You know what I mean? So now I gotta go check him because Lil Wayne, my guy. So now I gotta go look into that, see what the fuck going on, and I'm gonna have to get back to you on that. But my take on it, fuck the day. If that shit happened on that day and it deserves a response that day, then by all means, you know what I mean. But if it was something leading up to that day, then yeah, nah, we should have did it on Mother's Day.
No, for real.
You know what I mean? But yeah, yo, this DJ Academic situation is crazy, Brody. You know what I'm saying? Like he always going at it with a female. You know what I mean? Like
so what I would say is he don't always go at it with a female. Cause he go at there's other people he had one out, Freddie Gibbs.
No, he go at it with men too.
He was on Lil Baby's ass. Like he was on his ass. He was on his ass like nothing so.
But I feel like even with this Lauren LaRosa situation, he's like dragging it. Like
yeah, he got a complex. That's what it is. He got a fat nigga complex. He was like a lot of people don't give him respect like he want to.
Yeah.
Or he deserves.
Hey, yeah, like I said, he feels so entitled. You know
yeah, he definitely do. Yeah, he definitely do.
That nigga feel entitled. You know what I mean? He like, yeah, Charlamagne ain't bigger than me. Ain't nobody bigger than me. Like, yo, bro, chill out.
Now, but the only thing about it is he can pop his shit. You know what I mean? He can't pop his shit because he really put that work in. You feel me? DJ Academics really put the work in. A lot of people won't do. That's the only reason I can pop his shit. But he just always popping his shit, and that's what you just say. He's like, he seems entitled. Like, really, a lot of people don't give a fuck. The only person who really care about your work ethics as much as only person who do is care about it as much as you do. It's you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and then you gotta. It's better when you humble about your shit. You know what I mean?
He's definitely not humble.
Yeah, it's better.
He wants his flowers. He's reminding you every day he wants his flowers because of X, Y, and Z.
And when it's all said and done, that's not gonna end well. You know what I mean? When it's all said, it's not gonna end well. Niggas
so let's get into it. What happened? What is DJ Academics in the media right now trending for?
So what was it? All right. So it was something stupid. So it's like, all right, you know how that whole Kendrick and Drake situation happened,
right?
Right. So DJ Academics had his side, which was Drake. You know what I mean? He always fuck with Drake. He always said that was his rapper. So there's concerts happening on the east side with Kendrick and SZA. And they out here selling records. I mean, breaking records with they sales, ticket sales, or whatever the case might be. So I guess one was like in New York or New Jersey or something like that. The what is it? A concert or whatever the case might be. They doing a tour, so it was in New Jersey or whatever.
Academics from New Jersey, right?
Right. So some way somehow, like they was like, "Are you going?" And obviously the TDE and PG Lane don't really rock with Academics because he was helping push the narrative of Drake winning. You know what I'm saying? So he was saying all that shit was whack from Kendrick Lamar and shit. So they like a lot of people was like, you gonna go or you playing scary type shit. So I guess he bought the ticket and he was supposed to go.
Like a suite, right? He bought like a suite or some shit.
Something like that, but he didn't make it for whatever reason. So he was saying something like it wasn't all how it was, like juiced up, saying it's all sold out or whatever the case might be. So Lauren LaRosa went that same concert that he was supposed to go to, and she typed in the what was it? Twitter. She was like, DJ Academics live. It's lit here. SZA performed well. It's mad people. Da da da. And just by her saying that DJ Academics lied, he just took it from there. That's really what it was.
DJ Academics was pretty much saying how Kendrick Lamar's concert really didn't sell out, and it
wasn't all hyped up like it was, like everybody's saying it was.
And then she jumped on X and saying how it was sold out and how he's a liar, pretty much. And here's his complex. That's where his complex comes in because you're on national platforms.
But hold on, real quick. Lauren LaRosa should have never said that though. What's the point?
Yeah, he lied.
Yeah, what was the point? What was the point? Like what was it's kind of like you put yourself out there. You feel me? Like,
Yeah.
who are you? Who are you to even say that? What was the point?
Yeah. She really didn't have no need to really name him or
Right.
something like that. You know
You
what
could
I
have
mean?
been more subliminal about it.
She could have just literally just posted that the shit was sold out.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you could have went battle of the media. You know what I mean? But like, as far as you to say that he lied, that was a little bit reaching on her end.
Yeah.
But that still don't give DJ Academics an excuse to go in the way he was trying to go in.
Yeah, it don't justify it.
He talking about, you seen it, he did a video talking about she got 24 hours to say what he lied about, and he's being nice with her, and then he's gonna name drop her kids, her family. He's going crazy.
Yeah,
what's all that about?
That's not
some underlying shit he got there.
Yeah, that's not that serious for you to be doing that. But like I said, he really got, like you said, he really got an ego issue. That nigga really got an ego complex.
He feels like he put time in. He got to his altitudes that he did. He wants to respect from everybody in that environment, and he wants everybody to understand what he did. You know what I'm saying? And when he feels like you don't, or you stepping on his shit, the niggas start bugging out.
Yeah, and you in the media, nigga, so niggas gonna talk about it. Right? And it's like he like picks and chooses. You know, you're gonna be your name is gonna be everywhere anyway. And it's just like the other girl off the other show, It Is What It Is, with Cameron and Mace. Her name is Treasure, but they call her Stat Baby. She jumped in it and basically was going
defense, right?
Yeah, going in Lawrence defense, and basically was like, it's not that serious. Like, you need a vacay. You know? And that's what she said. The same thing that Joe Budden said to 50 Cent. Like, 50 Cent need therapy. She hit her with one of those, like, you need a vacation. What's the nigga, like, you do sound mad. And like,
yeah, you sound bitter.
You should, but that's another thing. Like, it's like, he's right, but he's going about it the way wrong way, right? You could have killed them with kindness. You feel me? Both of them.
Yo, he responded like he was waiting for them, like he had it out.
Yeah, it's almost like that girl that you like, right?
Yep.
Cool, and she says some smart shit or in front of the whole school, and then now you butt hurt, and now you just want to be like, bitch, fuck out of here. You raggedy ass, like, you butt her, like, damn, the nigga. That's almost what it seemed like. You feel me? So it seemed like two pretty girls. Maybe he probably thought was pretty, or probably really respected, whatever the case might be. And then they coming at him, and both of them, for me, do need to stay in their place. I'm not gonna say a woman's place, but they really should have mind their business, because that baby should have mind her business. Like, really,
that's his platform. You know, he chose to speak whatever he said on his platform. Exactly. And she could have just posted on her platform and said sold out shows.
You could even said they lying out there because this is sold out and they perform crazy. That's all you could have said. And if he wanted to throw his stuff in there, that's on him. But you did not say his name. And then the other girl, Stat Baby, you didn't. Who are you to be coming to anybody's defense? Like, you're nobody to be doing that. You about to cause a whole thing, because definitely Cameron and Mace is not having it. They already sent him a threat. Like,
you said they sent him a threat?
Kind of like nobody's messing with Stat Baby. Nobody's talking about her.
Oh, yeah. You're not taking it there, Academics. So
you're not doing
that shit cordial.
Right. DJ Academics came back with his little slick little subliminals like, oh, nobody said nothing to you, Cameron, when you got punched by True Life.
He said that.
And then he said, nobody said nothing to you, Mace, when you back in the day when they claimed that you was dealing with a transsexual. So he is about to get juicy with them.
Oh man, I gotta see it this year hand for it.
And you dealing with two petty Harlem dudes, so you know how that is.
Who also could get in their feelings too and start acting out of emotions. You know what I mean?
I'm not even gonna lie, Cameron, sometimes I don't even want to hear him, bro.
Yeah.
He talking too much too. He another person.
Like he just hot shit, right?
Yeah, like shut your ass up and be happy for what you got going. Like a lot of niggas just don't know how to be humble. Even though Cameron has always been like that, you know what I mean? He always been that type of person. But
I fuck with Cam though.
Who don't?
I fuck with him.
Yeah, I fuck with Cam too. But it's like sometimes somebody in your camp or somebody just be humble, my nigga, and do your job. Get paid. You know what I mean? Well, yeah, that shit crazy.
Viewers, tell us what y'all think. Y'all think Academics overstepping, Or did Lauren LaRosa overstep? Or should they all just have mind their business and it's a dumbass situation? Viewers, let us know in the comments what y'all think. You know what I mean? But before we end this chat, I did want to mention the mess. I don't know if you've seen this, bro, but they were saying how MJ is coming back to the NBA.
I seen that dumb shit. I ain't want to give it no energy, bro, because
Nah, so when they say coming back to the NBA, he's just gonna be a star on NBC in the next season as just a commentator.
okay.
So it's just gonna be just like a Sports Center clip where he's gonna periodically be on, just giving his take on what's going on in the NBA and his opinion on that right now. So how you feel about that?
I guess that'll be cool. You know,
That'd be real cool, bro. Come on, bro.
A lot of people. That's a unicorn. That's a legend. So it's a lot of people want to hear from Mike. That's one thing. Even though he didn't even have to do it because his brand spoke for itself. You feel me?
Right.
But that's one thing about Jordan compared to like the GOATs like LeBron James and all that. He wasn't too like friendly with the fans. Like he only gave us a little bit of him. You feel me?
Yeah.
He was very mysterious.
Mhm.
Like a lot of people is now. Like niggas want to know what you like, what do you laugh, what makes you laugh, your kids, what's your lifestyle.
To this day, you really only know like the big clips of what's going on with Michael Jordan.
Right.
You don't know his everyday life. You don't know what you don't know none of that
You
shit.
hear little stories about him. You hear little gambling stories and little shit, but it's
Shit
never
that fade away. Like
right.
you don't hear it no more.
And it's never coming from him. It's coming from somebody else.
Exactly.
So I think this would be a dope chance for him to open up a little bit more.
To get the people to get to know him, shit, right?
People come off to like Jordan as like a dickhead. You know what I mean? And I could see
Yeah,
that.
at one point they said he was racist
Because of the whole him having a prison thing.
Yeah,
I don't even think he's racist. I met a dude just like him. His name was Tom. He was my trainer, right?
Mhm.
And when you deal with the dude, you would think that he don't like black people, but he's just an asshole. He's just a dickhead. You feel me?
Stands everybody.
He's just so much of a dickhead. He be like this to white, like, or if he had a white wife, he gonna treat her like shit. You know what I mean? If he had kids, he gonna be an asshole to them. His family members don't like him because he's just such a dickhead. You know what I mean? So that's how he is. He's just like you would think he don't like nobody. He just was an asshole. One story, like they was like the nigga some dude came to gamble on Michael Jordan, and he had all the money. Damn near, like they said he had like all the money in his bag or whatever the case might be. He was trying to gamble Jordan, and then Jordan was like, "I'm in a rush. We could flip this coin for that bag." And I got heads or tails, and whoever wins the bet. Nigga flipped it. Nigga lost the bet. He got up out of there. That was it. That's some real dickhead shit. You feel me?
That is some dickhead shit.
That's some real asshole shit. He said he an asshole to Charles Barkley, all types of people. That's the type of
Viewers, what y'all think? Y'all think it's gonna be pretty dope that MJ returns to the NBA as kind of like a commentator on NBC? I think that shit's gonna be pretty dope. Let us know what y'all think in the comments. But yeah, yo, that concludes another episode of On the Line podcast. For the viewers who's been tuning in, we appreciate all that support. Smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Until next time, chat.
Peace.
Peace.